Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Black Clover. Last time around we had the Man Named Fanzell, where basically, all of the Black Bulls were going out to find a cure for Asta's arms that have been cursed to be broken forever. And Noel and Finral went to a man named Fanzell, who Asta had previously known, actually, after getting his grimoire, but before he and Yuno set off for the capital city. He encountered a man named Fanzell, who was a defector from the Diamond Kingdom, who trained him how to use a sword properly, but eventually one of his students caught up to them and revealed she's still working for the Diamond Kingdom and was going to try to arrest him or kill him or nothing good. But Asta came in and saved him, and then as the two of them escaped, Fanzell found a new lease on life where he's going to make sure that he goes and finds his fiancée. So, yeah, that's pretty much where we left off. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure, so let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Black Clover. Here we go. Alright, in the last episode, and I guess it was more in the description, but I mean, we talked about, I like Fanzell, I just really like this guy. In the description of last episode on YouTube, I put, this guy is my spirit animal, and he really is. I really like this guy. And now he has really, really cool, beautiful, fun fiance. I'm just like, oh man, now I really like this guy. Just like, oh my god, this is perfect. Oh boy. Oh my elbow's fucking killing me. It's the beginning of the day and my elbow's killing me. Hang on. Alright, so now we know, and knowing is half the battle. Now we know how they met him. So, I do like that they, when they first show him off at the end of, 2 episodes ago, and he's just some dude, naked in his house, and Noel kicks the crap out of him because of it. It's like, it's really good because it's like you're so shocked by that, and then it ends, and it's like, okay, well, we gotta see who this guy is. That it's such a good, almost misdirect, because you weren't expecting that Domina and Marielle would be there too, or Mariella, that she would be there too, So, like, it's good, like, they showed just enough to get us interested, and then now we see where they actually are. It didn't spoil these 2 episodes. But I like that. I like that, I like that they're able to just have Mariella there now, That's good because, we kind of knew... I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I guess last episode we kind of debated, like, how much is she into this, basically, Because there was that moment where she was telling him, oh, all the other students are dead. She had, like, this smile on her face, and it's like, okay, so does she enjoy it? But then you get this sense that, well, she's doing this more under duress, She's doing this just to survive, She doesn't want to live her life on the run and everything, so it's just a very tricky situation for her. But now she is doing that because she's not just doing it by herself, she's with them. Effectively, her new parents, Effectively, or at the very least, it's, I almost wouldn't say it's a parental relationship that they kind of have now, that it's like, it's almost more like Mariella has Domina as sort of an older sister, and then her sister's fuck-up boyfriend, Like, major man failure Fanzell boyfriend. Like, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting more. Like, it's less of a parental relationship and more of, she kind of has an older sister, and her older sister has this dude who's a fucking mess, but she loves him, I I hope one of them has some healing magic for his face, because, I mean, that's twice in this episode that Domina just beat the shit out of him, you know? You know, and this is kind of off topic, but, you know, sometimes I see, like, comments, not on my videos, but I see comments where people are like, I hate I hate it in an anime when a girl will just beat the shit out of a guy and stuff, and it's just like, oh, it's so bad and stuff like that, and it's like, I see people that genuinely have a problem with that when it's like, oh, they overreact and then they hit the protagonist or something, and it's just like, buddy, it's a fucking anime. Like, chill out. It's just like, it's done for a laugh. Like, oh, but there's nothing funny about hurting someone and stuff. It's just like, shut up. Yeah, there is. First of all, have you never watched The Three Stooges or Tom and Jerry? Shit's hilarious, you know? I don't know. I guess it's the thing of, like, you never see that happen to a girl in anime, and fair play, I guess. It's like, yeah, that doesn't really happen. Unless it's another girl doing that. Like, I don't know. But, I mean, I don't know. This is completely off topic and, you know, and doesn't matter to anything. It's just one of those things where it's just like, I see people that just genuinely have problems. Like, they would have a problem with that. Like, oh, and then she just beats the shit out of him, and it's terrible and stuff. And it's like, man, it's just a fucking joke. Like, at the end of the day, these are cartoons, you know? Like, they don't have to conform to the laws of our world, you know? Which, I mean, and that's kind of the thing. Like, if this happened on, like, you know, some police show, you know? If this happened on, like, a live-action police show shown on CBS at 7 o'clock at night, then yeah, it might be a bit weird. But that's because that's not a cartoon, you know? You can tell incredible, amazing, deep stories. It is still a cartoon at its core. And that's fine, you know? Anyway, blah blah, weird stuff. Back to the episode. I can't believe. Well, I mean, I guess I can believe, but it's just so stupid that it's just like, of course, he finds Noelle. He tries to approach her, when she's fucking bent over, and he's completely naked. And so it's like, yeah, they would all, of course, think that he's a pervert at that point, you know? And then, like, when he's, like, barely coming in, it's just like, wait, no, but I can pay you for this. And it's just like, oh my god. It's like, thank goodness for Asta being able to be like, no, he's not a pervert. I don't know why he gets naked so much, but he's not a pervert, you know? He just wanted to ask about her wand, you know? He just wanted to ask about the wand, and instead he got the crap kicked out of him by the entirety of the Black Bulls, you know? Like, that's pretty bad, you know? And I like that they all come to her defense, and even Yami is just like, the fuck are you trying to do to one of my squad members, you know? But it was all just a misunderstanding. He didn't mean to do it like that, you know? But that's an interesting thing that it's like, yeah, she got her wand from Domina. Domina, what did they say? Like, Domina, they call her Domina, but that seems to be short for, like, what is it, like, Dominate or something? She's very dominant. You know what? Just off of their dynamic, I'm sure she is the dominant one, so. But yeah, but it's, like, Dominante code. So, it's an interesting tie. I wonder if you can go back to that episode and actually see her. I don't know. That would be interesting, though. But they found her. And then Mariella came in and helped them. I like that, you know. Her revenge against the organization, against the Diamond Kingdom. I like that. You know, it shows it's like, this girl was trying to survive, you know, which you already got a sense of that last episode, but I like that this episode really reinforces it. It's like, Mariella is not a bad person, you know, and she wanted to atone, and so she was going to be she's going to let herself be arrested by the Clover Kingdom, which was interesting. But, because it's interesting how they talk about it. It's like, yeah, well, the Clover Kingdom is probably going to punish you for the things that you've done. On top of the fact that the Diamond Kingdom could probably still retaliate while you're in jail, But she didn't care. But luckily, she was able to be taken in by them at the end, And we had Commander Galeo, which interesting use of spatial magic, I will say. I never thought of that. You can just sort of make this like pocket dimension room to trap your opponents in and then fight them, and you have complete control of everything within that room because it's all made of your own spatial magic. Granted, that clearly was not a challenge for Asta and Fanzell, but still, it was a very interesting concept, It almost makes you wonder if... it makes you wonder if Finral could do that. Because you guys pointed out that... I think you guys pointed out that Langris cannot create portals like Finral does. He can't do the support part of spatial magic. He can only do the attack, the erasure, basically. So I wonder, though, if Finral, if he got good enough, he could do something like that. I don't know. It would be interesting to see, definitely. Just trap someone in a prison dimension and then have them fight something, but I don't know. We'd have to see. And then I like at the end when Noelle basically goes over that, Mariella has a terrible personality. She tries to survive on her own. She tries to shelter all burdens by herself. She has to try to do everything by herself, but that doesn't work. You have to let people in, You have to let people in. You have to let others carry the burden, and you have to care for those people too. And I like that, just showing a parallel between Noelle and Mariella. So it's great. Now they have a tsundere too. Hey man, tsunderes make the world go round. I don't really have anything else to say about that. I just felt like I'd say it, and well, there we go. Now it's out there. So yeah. So now they got away, and they're living a decent life. The house is a bit run down, but hey man, but they got each other. They got each other, and that's a lot for love. And they'll give it a shot. Whoa, they're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. So I could totally see, yeah. Yo, any AMV artists out there? Maybe I should. Oh my god, I've never made an AMV before. Should I do that? Should I take... I'm sure there's going to be more scenes of Fanzell and Domina. Should I just... I should do a fucking cheesy, edit from, 15 years ago, before the show even fucking existed. And do... Although, people still do AMVs. And just do a Fanzell X Domina, but it's halfway there, by Journey. Or, no, it's Living on a Prayer. Living on a Prayer, you're halfway there. But Living on a Prayer by Journey. I should do that. How many people would do that, I wonder? How many people in their AMVs... Because, sometimes I get recommended an AMV, and I'm just like, I don't know what fucking song this is. I'm fucking old, man. I don't know. So, I don't know, but Living on a Prayer feels kind of right for that, so... Yeah. I'm not going to do that, by the way. I'm just, I'm going to put that out there right now. I'm not going to do that because, A, I don't even watch AMVs. I don't know how to do that. I don't know, what clips to put in and stuff. B, I just don't, I can't be bothered, so. But I'll put that out there for you guys. If you guys want to, go ahead and take that idea. Maybe put a little credit in the description for me. I don't know, but if any of you out there want to make a Fanzell X Domina AMV of Living on a Prayer by Journey, go ahead and put that out there. I'll watch it, I'll retweet it. Hell, I can't really react to it because A, it would have copyrighted footage, and B, it would have copyrighted music. So I can't really put that on my channel, but I'll watch it and I'll retweet it and post it and repost it. I'll do a community post or something. If you guys want to do that. None of you will, but I don't know, it's just a funny thought. So, anywho, that's pretty much that. Yeah, that honestly, that is pretty much that. I almost went into the end of the intro, which was weird. I was like, yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, like always, the reaction is just like, wait a minute, that's not where we are in the video. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this episode. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Black Clover reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.